Are we live? I said, are we live? I guess so. It's April Fool's Day, 2015. It's the Late Night Parent Show. It's Ted Hicks here, Real Ted Hicks, coming to you after a 2-week hiatus. No, I wasn't in another contract negotiation with the Happy Hour Network. Wasn't pulling my Darrell Revis as I've done before. Just asked the good folks at the Barbershop Sports, as always, thinking I am the, the cream of the crop. But we're back. We're here. It's Ted Hicks. It's Late Night Parent Radio. You can find us on Twitter, Late Night Parent. Facebook page, Late Night Parents. You could find me as the Real Ted Hicks on Twitter, and of course the mother site, LateNightParents.com. You can get in contact with us, listen to any of our shows, but you can also listen to the shows on the Happy Hour Network through the app on the Late Night Parents .com site, lmp.tv for those folks that are familiar. A lot has happened in 2 weeks. I think the last time I spoke with you, I was going through a security audit and security assessment, not per se me, but where I work. And as you know, my 9 to 5, I'm a director of information technology. Yeah. But by evening, I like to say I'm a combination of Charlie Rose and Tavis Smiley coming at you, talking about the with the best in the world of parenting, technology, education, sports, and product reviews. Before I even get started with today's guest list, I've got to let you know that I'm so happy with our radio partners. The show is continuing to expand, really happy, really excited about it. I think tonight's show is called Western Lights. So it continues the lights phase that I was going through, the Northern Lights from a few weeks ago. But our radio partners are absolutely the best. I got to tell you, Live Improvement Radio in, I believe, Clearwater, Florida, Sarasota. Those folks down there are Eric is excellent, runs a good shop. Our good friends at NGSC Sports, Ralph and Kyle, want to say thank you as always for airing the show. We are powered through the iHeart app, through the NGSC impression on iHeartRadio. So if you're ever looking for Late Night Parents, look us up. We're there. We're everywhere. Our good friends at UNIR1 Radio, Scott and Debbie, you are the very best. Always in contact with me with changes and, having your own specific site. It's having your own specific site, your own landing page. You guys treat me very, very well. I got to tell you that much. That's for our folks near. Our folks far, I got to tell you, thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. FSC Radio in Philadelphia, I want to say thank you. But importantly, that's our folks stateside. We got to talk about our friends that are not so, close to us. XRP Radio in the UK. To share doing a lot of great things out there in the UK, streaming us, also Australia. We appreciate all that you do for us, and we can only hope to someday repay it. Our friends out in New Zealand, Cindy Conroy, we want to say Starlight Entertainment Radio, want to say thank you. Thank you for what you guys do. It just continues the environment and our listeners, and the exposure continues to grow. We're happy with the expansion. There's other stations joining us. We want to say thank you to our PR firms that are out here working with us. We appreciate you. Our sponsor of the week, Power Hands, want to say what's up. Hey, how are you doing? Love the product. We probably will get into it tonight. If not, there will be a blog up about Power Hands, the Power Hands product, and we're going to do a review on it. So we thank you for sending the product along. Our friends at Schick, boy, I'm telling you, this baldy that I have, because I have no hair for those that have seen my AVI, you got to keep it clean. We keep it clean with Schick, the razors that you guys sent us. Excellent product. We are working hand in hand with Dada Rocks for that engagement. So like I said, we appreciate you. What else? What else is on the docket? So like I said, so many different people that we have to thank. We don't want to sound like we are ungrateful, but that's kind of where we are right now. I hear the phones are already ringing. Not sure what's going on here, but from that point, we will briefly get into tonight's episode. It's episode 23, Western Lights. We have three guests that are going to be, with two guests that are going to be joining us. One in the tape format, Danny Thompson, NBA DT 29 from NBA FCP Radio. He's going to join us to talk about NCAA Final Four and talk about all the other news coming out of Indiana that's taking away, from the NCAA Final Four. The Religious Freedom Restoration Law. I think we might get into that a little bit. I'm going to talk about some of the news and notes, what's going on in finance, technology, education, some of the game changes that are happening there. And at 45 minutes past the hour, we're going to get into Anthony Johnson from Barbershop Sports is going to join us. So we're going to take a quick break. I want to give a shout-out to, hoping she does much better. I know there were reports this morning that she's in intensive care, Joni Mitchell. So we want to give her a quick shout-out to Joni Mitchell. We'll be right back.
They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, put away the DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, or leave me the birds and the bees. Please don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. I said, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. working, Lord.
And that was a shout-out to our good friend. We're a true fan of Joni Mitchell. We hope she feels better, and we wanted to give her a shout-out on the show and represent as we usually do. So with that, we're going to briefly go into, there's a lot that's been going on today. I mean, all over the news and Twitter this week about the religious freedom law, about what's happening in Indiana. You have other states that are not allowing, travel, or should I say, for like non-essential staff to Indianapolis. I mean, this is the week of, this is Final Four time between Thursday and then with early next week. This is it. And most of the focus has been taken off these key teams and the special job with the streak with Kentucky, and it's being focused on this act. And you've got so many different people talking about it, talking out against it. I'm just going to read this quick note. The NCAA Final Four basketball games are scheduled to be played in the shadow of an increasingly contentious civil rights fight. Indiana's religious freedom law was passed last week, signed into law by Republican Governor Mike Pence. It's been widely criticized as an anti-gay measure, drawing protests from corporate America, celebrities, college presidents, and everyday citizens. This legislation allows local businesses to refuse service to people whose personal lives offend the sincerely held religious benefits of the proprietor. You got so many different people talking out against it. The things that need to happen, will it happen? I mean, they're looking at how to clarify the law and how to make some changes to this. It's just not right. My forefathers fought for civil rights so that we can get on and rock the mic, so we can get on and do whatever we need to do and be treated equally. And that's what it's really about, So we're going to go into this brief interview with NBA DT Danny Thompson. We'll come back with some news and notes from what I've experienced this past weekend, which was a great sports weekend for me, I will say. Appearing on different shows, I'll get into that. But coming up now, we got none other than Danny Thompson, NBA DT 29 from NBA Full Court Press, which airs live on the Happy Hour Network. All right, here we go.
None other than Danny Thompson joining the call. Glad to have you here, Danny.
How you doing, Ted? How's everything? Pretty
good. So this is recording this session right here. Really, in most cases, we would always go live, but for this one, there's a special reason. Talking about the NCAA this weekend that's happening on April 4th. So you got the Final Four. I mean, I know there's a lot of noise going on right now with everything talking about the Religious Freedom Act, and things are going on in Indianapolis, and you got governors and legislators from all around. Danny, what's your take? Glad to have you on.
Great to be on, Ted. I guess let's start with the Religious Freedom Act. It couldn't come at a crazier time for the state of Indiana, especially with the Final Four being in town this weekend. It's also the headquarters of the NCAA. So, the NCAA is caught in a catch-22 situation. The Religious Freedom Act pretty much allows